What's up, my people? Today, I'm going to show you the single largest mistake I've ever made in my real estate business. Welcome to Lee Street. So why are we here? Well, I'm going to tell you about literally the single largest mistake I ever made in my business, and it is one house. And what I want you to know is, as a real estate investor, I'm going to tell you something that most don't. This isn't my highlight reel. This isn't one of the biggest wins in the company. This is literally our biggest failure to date. I'm going to walk you through the house. I'm going to tell you why I would never do this house again. I'm going to tell you the wins. I'm going to tell you the tons of losses, but we have been over 3 years finishing the renovations on this property, and it has a story. This thing is gonna be killer. So 3 years later, how do we get to this completed product, and what were the mistakes? Well, let's just talk about mistake number one. We paid way too much for this house. We paid $85,000 in 2018, and that was super conservative. Like, we probably should have paid $40,000, and that's pushing it. Our acquisitions rep at the time said, this is a historic flip. This will be something new for us. This is a new idea, a new venture for us. And we tried it. Well, the other thing was we were gonna spend $85,000 in rehab. Buy for 85, put rehab of 85 in the house, and sell for 220. We said 85 in rehab, we spent $175,000 in rehab, 100,000 of that in this fiscal year. And in 2018, selling this house for 220 would have never happened. So our complete analysis of this house was way off, and we way overpaid. Mistake one. Okay, so mistake number two was that in 2018, we were also buying houses way too quickly with this explosive growth measure and this extreme growth in our team, and just grow, and scale. We were also buying them way too loose. We weren't putting the numbers in place to actually be successful with the renovations and do the proper job. At one point, we had 5 or 6 houses that we were either going to break even if we got lucky or lose money in the chain of rehabs. And so I finally said, one house is gonna have to just be stopped. We're gonna have to derail this train before it all crashes. And this house became the one. So mistake number 3, out of sight, out of mind. And you've probably heard this before, but you don't respect what you don't inspect. And what do I mean by that? Well, 2019 came along, we started making money again in the company, and this project, we just knew we'd run out of money on the project, we had to stop it, and we're going to have to finish it on our own dime. In 2019, we started making money. We just didn't really put money to this one as fast as we should have. And it lingered, and it stuck, and it stayed. And that was mistake number 3, was we didn't stay honest to this house. So mistake number 4. Total mismanagement of these projects. And what I mean is, as the company grew and the years progressed, we had multiple project managers in here. We literally have like 46 dudes inside this house who committed to manage a problem that they didn't create. And as the owner, I had to just finally step in, deal with the problem that I had created, and take ownership. So much so that, let's talk through the conclusions here. Number 1, we bought this way too high. We should have never paid what we paid. Number 2, we were growing way too quick in our company. Explosive growth, wouldn't recommend that without proper growth. And we scaled way too quick. Number 3, you don't respect what you don't inspect. And when we knew this project was gonna hurt us, we should have just been honest with ourselves, fixed it and finished it sooner. And it's really, literally cost us. And finally, number 4, complete mismanagement of who is accountable to the problem. And it should have been the owner, myself, all along. All those things cost us a ton of money. So much so that we are in this house today for $273,710.28. And that's why I'll never do one of these again. So the saga continues. It was late summer in the video, as you can tell, nice and green, still warm out. Well, it's not now. It is February and we still haven't sold the house. So let's shake down why that hasn't happened either. Well, because there's no profit left, we've listed that house at the price that we think is fair, but we can't just drop because we're trying to preserve what little there is there. We listed the house September 23rd, 2021 at $299. Well, we then dropped $20,000 to $279. We are considering dropping again, but now it's cold, it's February, and some of the momentum has been lost. So I will say, not only has this house cost us financially, but it cost us emotionally in the company having to continue to talk about it. So if you guys know anyone looking for a completely renovated, modernized, but still historic feeling house on the east end of Charleston, hit yo boy up, because I will sell you one gladly. It's not even that it's the house, it's just the situation. If you'd like to see a deep dive into how those numbers actually shook out and how we ended up spending $175,000, we're gonna do a deep dive video that will be in the description. I'll post a link to that to show you how we landed with that. I think that'll be fun if you're actually interested in just how much we spent. But as always, if you've enjoyed this content, please give this video a like. Share it with someone else who you think might laugh, because I'm cool if your adventure is at my own expense. But be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when the newest episodes come out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Is she done pep talking?